Welcome back, everyone. We're thrilled to have you join us for today's video. In this episode, we'll follow a talented team of craftsmen as they embark on an exciting journey to design and build a magnificent two-story wooden house from the ground up. From the very first sketches and ideas to the hands-on construction process, we'll get an up-close look at every step they take to bring this beautiful vision to life. It's going to be an inspiring and fascinating experience filled with creativity, skill, and hard work. Make sure to stay tuned and watch the entire journey unfold. The very first task the builders must tackle is preparing the massive timber logs, which will serve as the heart and soul of the house. These hefty pieces of wood are not chosen at random. Each one is carefully measured, evaluated, and assigned a specific role in the overall structure. With a clear plan in mind, the craftsmen begin the intricate work of shaping the logs, carving precise joints and connections that will allow the wooden elements to interlock seamlessly. Before any actual construction begins, a trial assembly is conducted. This process is not just about fitting pieces together. It's a critical rehearsal where every notch, groove, and angle is tested for accuracy. Adjustments are made with patience and skill, ensuring that once the real building starts, everything will come together smoothly and securely. This stage demands exceptional attention to detail and represents a significant investment of time and effort. Meanwhile, on another side of the worksite, a group of skilled craftsmen is busy preparing the materials for the next crucial phases of the project. While some focus on shaping the large logs for the main frame, others are dedicated to crafting the wooden beams that will form the framework of the second-story walls. These pieces must be precisely measured and carefully finished to ensure they fit together perfectly when assembled. Every beam, every joint, and every angle is thoughtfully prepared in advance so that when the time comes to lift them into place, they will come together in seamless harmony. Once the preparation work is complete, the craftsmen begin the careful process of transporting the wooden beams and logs over to the main construction site. Here, the foundation of the house has already been meticulously laid, solid, level, and ready to support the weight of the towering wooden structure that is about to take shape. At the construction site, each piece of wood is treated with great care. They skillfully add natural fibers to the gaps, along with rubber gaskets placed around each joint. These additions help create a tighter seal between the wooden components, improving the overall durability of the house. Once all the preparations were complete, the craftsmen moved on to the next important stage, erecting the vertical supports. These wooden posts were carefully positioned around the perimeter of the foundation, each one precisely aligned to match the detailed drawings outlined earlier. Once in place, the posts are firmly secured, anchoring them deep into the foundation to ensure absolute stability. These vertical beams are not just structural elements. They represent the backbone of the entire house. Each one is destined to bear tremendous weight, supporting the walls, the floors above, and eventually the heavy roof that will crown the structure. This process not only requires physical strength between man and machine, but also requires close coordination between team members, as even the slightest deviation can affect the integrity of the entire structure. Now, with each post standing tall and secured solidly to the foundation, the skeletal frame of the house begins to take shape. With the vertical post firmly anchored, the craftsmen move on to the next vital step, connecting the tops of the posts with horizontal beams. These sturdy timbers are carefully lifted and positioned, linking each post to its neighboring supports. This process gradually weaves the individual columns into a unified framework, forming the structural outline of the house's walls. Precision is critical at this stage. Each beam must fit perfectly into its designated joint, locking the posts together and distributing the forces evenly across the entire structure. As the beams are secured one by one, the house begins to take on a more complete form, with the rigid skeleton of the walls now clearly visible. Next, the builders turn their attention to installing a series of horizontal beams that will form the framework for the ceiling of the first floor and serve as the foundation for the floor above. Each beam is carefully lifted into position, a task requiring not only strength, but also precise teamwork to ensure the heavy timbers are set securely in place. The beams are spaced at even intervals, following a consistent alignment that has been meticulously planned in advance. This careful spacing is crucial, as it allows the weight of the upper floor and everything above it to be evenly distributed across the supporting walls and posts beneath. As each timber is secured, the skeleton of the upper floor gradually comes into view, adding new depth and dimension to the rising structure. As each wooden beam is placed onto the structure, it is essential that perfect alignment is maintained. Every beam must sit precisely perpendicular to the vertical post beneath it, creating a strong and stable connection that will support the floor above. This stage is not merely about building. It's about creating balance, ensuring that every part of the house will work in harmony to withstand the test of time. With every beam locked firmly in place, the craftsmen move one step closer to breathing life into the vision they first set out to achieve. To ensure the walls remain perfectly level and ready for the next phase of construction, craftsmen added a layer of wooden beams around the perimeter of the frame. These beams were strategically placed to reinforce the structure, ensuring that the foundation for the second floor was solid and level. This step is crucial for the overall stability of the house. By adding these horizontal pieces, the team creates a smooth, flat surface that will provide a reliable base for the walls and floors of the second story. The builders decide to add vertical reinforcement beams along the perimeter of the structure to further enhance the stability and strength of the house. These additional vertical supports are carefully positioned between the existing posts, each one strategically placed to help distribute the weight more evenly across the frame. Next comes the construction of the second floor walls. On the ground level, a group of craftsmen begins the careful process of connecting the wooden beams to form separate frames for the walls. These frames are built with precision, each joint and connection meticulously secured to ensure the structural integrity of the second floor. Once the frames are complete, they are carefully lifted into position and brought up to the top of the first floor structure. As the frames are raised, another team of workers is ready at the top, waiting to secure each frame into place. The frames are aligned with the edges of the walls on either side, ensuring that the second floor structure will seamlessly integrate with the first. With each frame firmly in position, the walls of the second floor begin to take shape. The process demands great teamwork and coordination, as each piece must be placed with care to maintain the overall balance and strength of the house. As the craftsmen continue building the framework for the second floor walls, an important addition is made. A large door frame is integrated into the structure. This door frame is carefully designed and placed to ensure it aligns perfectly with the overall plan of the house. Next, builders focus on creating a higher central frame that will serve as the focal point for the roof. This elevated frame is positioned at the very heart of the second floor structure, carefully designed to provide the necessary support for the roof's peak. By raising the central section higher than the rest of the frame, the team ensures that the roof will have a distinct ridge, giving the house its unique silhouette and structural integrity. This central framework acts as the backbone for the roof, guiding its shape and helping to distribute the weight evenly across the entire structure. Since the house is quite large, the ridge of the roof is divided into two sections, each one carefully crafted to fit seamlessly together. These two parts of the roof ridge are designed to meet at a central point, where they are connected and reinforced to ensure stability and strength. The process of linking the two sections involves precise alignment and securing, as it's crucial that the joint is both strong and perfectly level. The craftsmen work meticulously, using specialized techniques to ensure that the two parts of the ridge will support the weight of the roof and withstand external forces such as wind and weather. Next, the craftsmen begin adding the diagonal beams to the structure, which will serve as the foundation for the roofing material. These diagonal supports are carefully positioned to create a strong framework that will evenly distribute the weight of the roof and provide the necessary support for the roofing materials to be laid down later. From the peak of the roof, the craftsmen begin connecting the top beams down to the edges of the walls on both sides. The beams are carefully positioned at precise angles, extending downward to meet the vertical posts of the walls. These connections are reinforced to provide additional strength, ensuring that the roof will not only be securely anchored, but also able to withstand the elements for years to come. As the beams are attached, the roof begins to take on its final form, with the lines flowing smoothly from the peak down to the walls, creating a sense of harmony between the two elements. This process marks a significant step in the construction, as the roof now has a solid connection to the rest of the house, bringing the entire structure one step closer to completion. To begin the roofing process, the craftsmen lay down the first layer of wooden planks across the roof frame. These planks serve as the initial covering, providing a solid foundation for the subsequent layers that will make the roof waterproof and weatherproof. Once the wooden planks are securely in place, the team adds a layer of waterproofing material. This layer is essential for protecting the interior of the house from moisture and ensuring the roof can withstand the elements. Once the waterproofing is applied, a grid of wooden slats is installed over it. These slats form a solid base for the final roofing material, providing both support and spacing for the tiles that will be installed later. Inside the house, another group of craftsmen is focused on reinforcing the structure further. They add horizontal beams that connect the peaks of the roof on both sides, strengthening the overall framework. These beams are placed strategically to provide additional support, ensuring that the roof will maintain its integrity and stability over time. The craftsmen begin preparing the roofing tiles. These tiles, carefully selected for their durability and aesthetic appeal, are ready to be placed on the roof. Before laying the roof in tiles, the craftsmen first focus on installing the drainage system along the eaves of the roof. They carefully position the gutters on both sides to ensure proper water flow, preventing any potential water damage to the roof and the walls of the house. The gutters are securely fastened to the roof structure, ensuring they will handle heavy rainfall and effectively direct water away from the building. The workers move on to reinforce the edges of the roof by covering them with strong metal sheets. These metal sheets not only add an extra layer of protection to the edges, but also help maintain the roof's shape and integrity. Next, the workers arrange the tiles, ensuring they are placed in the correct order for an efficient installation. The workers carefully lay the tiles, starting from the bottom and working their way up, ensuring that each tile overlaps the tile below to create a waterproof seal. As the tiles are laid down, the roof begins to take shape, with each piece contributing to the overall strength and protection of the house. The team works diligently, paying close attention to the alignment and secure fitting of each tile, ensuring that the roof will be both functional and visually pleasing. Below, the craftsmen began adding wooden slats to divide the wall space and create openings for doors and windows. These slats were carefully positioned, ensuring that each section of the wall was properly framed to accommodate the doors and windows as designed. Once the wooden beams are in place, the team moves on to the next step, covering the exterior of the walls with large plywood panels. These panels are securely attached to the wooden frame, creating a smooth and solid outer surface for the walls. The plywood provides additional structural support and acts as a protective layer, helping to insulate the house and shield it from the elements. The combination of wooden beams and plywood cladding creates a solid and well-prepared structure, ready for the final finishing touches. This stage marks an important step in completing the exterior of the house, bringing the project closer to its final form. On the interior side of the walls, the craftsmen add a layer of insulation material. This insulation, typically made of soft, flexible fibers, helps regulate the temperature inside the house, ensuring it stays warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Once the insulation is in place, the next step is to cover it with wooden planks. These planks are arranged diagonally across the interior wall, creating a distinctive pattern. The planks are laid closely together, ensuring there are no gaps and that the wall is fully covered. For the second floor flooring, the craftsmen begin by laying down the first layer of wooden planks. These planks are placed with a small gap between each one, allowing for natural expansion and contraction of the wood over time. Once the first layer is complete, the team adds a second layer of planks, this time positioned to cover the gaps in the first layer. The second layer of planks is placed tightly together, filling the spaces and creating a solid, even surface. This double layer method not only strengthens the floor, but also adds extra insulation, making the second floor more comfortable and energy efficient. The craftsmen carefully check the alignment of each plank to ensure the flooring is level and secure. With both layers in place, the second floor flooring is now ready to support the final finishes, providing a sturdy foundation for the rooms above. For the walls of the second floor, the craftsmen begin by adding a layer of insulation, just as they did on the first floor. This insulation helps to further enhance the energy efficiency of the house, maintaining a comfortable temperature throughout the year. Once the insulation is in place, the craftsmen move on to cover the walls with wooden panels. These panels are arranged vertically along the walls, creating a clean and elegant appearance. The front and rear faces of the walls are further reinforced with additional framing. This added framework ensures that the walls are not only sturdy, but also capable of supporting the overall structure of the house. Once the framing is complete, the next step focuses on the ceiling. The craftsmen begin by adding layers of foam insulation to the ceiling. This foam layer is carefully spread across the entire surface, effectively sealing any gaps and providing an extra barrier against heat loss or gain. Each section of the walls is gradually being completed. The craftsmen meticulously work on every part of the wall, ensuring that the framing, insulation, and wooden panels are all properly in place. The layers of materials are carefully added to create a solid, well-insulated structure that will stand the test of time. The combination of the reinforced frames, insulation, and wooden panels provides not only strength and stability, but also a warm, inviting atmosphere inside. The ceiling of the house is then finished with a final layer of wooden planks. This step follows the same construction method as the second floor flooring, ensuring consistency in both technique and quality. The craftsmen carefully lay the planks in a uniform pattern, ensuring they are securely fastened to the beams and aligned properly. Just like with the second floor floorboards, the first layer of wooden planks is placed with slight gaps between them, allowing for expansion and airflow. Then, a second layer of planks is laid over the first, covering the gaps and creating a smooth, solid surface. This double layer approach not only strengthens the ceiling, but also provides extra insulation, enhancing the energy efficiency of the home. With the ceiling completed in this manner, the space below becomes more cohesive and visually appealing. The addition of the wooden planks contributes to a warm, rustic aesthetic while also reinforcing the ceiling's durability and insulation, making the house more comfortable year-round. In addition to its visual appeal, the wooden ceiling also plays a crucial role in the home's comfort. This thoughtful construction ensures that the home remains cozy and energy efficient throughout the year, adding to its long-term durability and making it a pleasant environment to live in. The edges of the windows were also added to ensure the integrity of the house. For the exterior walls of the house, the craftsmen add horizontal wooden planks, carefully placed from the bottom up. Each plank is slightly overlapped on top of the one below it, creating a layered effect that not only enhances the appearance of the house, but also contributes to its durability. The horizontal arrangement of the planks adds a dynamic visual element to the structure, giving the walls a sense of depth and texture. This technique also ensures that the wooden cladding provides maximum protection against the elements, as the overlapping planks help prevent water from seeping through. For the walls of the upper floor, the craftsmen arranged the wooden planks vertically, creating a distinct contrast with the horizontal cladding on the exterior of the lower floor. This vertical alignment not only adds a striking design element, but also helps to visually separate the two levels, giving the house a sense of height and elegance. And with that, their house is complete. Thank you for accompanying us in this process. If you like, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Goodbye and see you a guy.